What's up guys, Jordan from Precondo here. Today I'm going to attempt to show you what the Toronto Skyline might look like in the next 10 years or so. Quick disclaimer, these are all based on the most recent architectural plans and development proposals that we have available to us as the public. And in my experience, these development proposals and plans kind of morph and change over time. But this should give you a good baseline idea of the developments that are coming to Toronto that are most impactful to the skyline over the next little bit. All right, so let's get into this. We're gonna work west to east. Anything you see in blue is already approved and under construction. Anything you see in this purplish color is simply a proposal at this point. Okay, first up we have Canada House. This is one of my favorite projects in the downtown core. It's by Concord, right Espadina and Bremner. It's already well under construction. It's 2 towers, 59 and 69 stories. The taller of the two raises to 765 square feet. In total, you're looking at 1,364 units across both buildings. And there's a large podium that connects the two and has shared amenity spaces. One of the features of this building is that Concord plans to have it light up in the night sky as a maple leaf. So it's definitely going to stand out from the pack of all the developments in City Place. And it also comes complete with a sky lounge and a dipping pool that overlooks the city and the CN Tower. Concord still has some units left as of the time I'm filming this video. They've got 1 beds from the high 700s and low 800s. All right, next up we have Union Park. So this is a proposal by Oxford Properties right up front and Blue Jays behind the Rogers Centre. The initial plan years ago included a casino, but that was of course killed by the City of Toronto. The new plan is a $3.5 billion mixed-use development that includes 800 rental apartments, 200,000 square feet of retail, and over 3 million square feet of office space. And it also includes a 2-acre park space that would be built over the rail corridor. All right, next up here we've got Mervish and Gary. And in my entire career as a pre-construction agent, I don't think I've seen any development as anticipated as this one. Obviously, it's designed by Frank Gary, who's a world-renowned architect. It's on the north side of King across from the Roy Thompson Hall. It's going to be developed by Great Gulf. The plans have morphed many times over the years. I've been watching this one very closely. The latest rendition is probably the most workable in terms of floor plates. It looks something like this. And you have 2 buildings, 82 and 72 stories. It rises to just over 1,000 feet. In total, 2,087 units. And there's going to be a 60,000 square foot public art gallery called the Mervish Collection on the ground level. All right, next up here, directly on the other side of the existing Theatre Park building, you have 212 King. This is a new proposal right at King and Simcoe on the north side of King. It's by Dream Office, REIT, and Humboldt Properties. It's 79 stories, it's just over 1,020 feet, and it's a mixed-use building with commercial all the way up to the 34th floor, and then rental residential units above that. Okay, now just to give you a little bit of scope and context on the sheer size of Mervish and Gary and 212 King. The existing Theatre Park building is directly between the two. So here's a quick clip of that building just to give you an idea of the magnitude of these two projects that are coming to King. Moving on to Union Centre. This is an office development at Lower Simcoe and Station Street, just west of Union Station. It's developed by Bjark and Westbank. It's another collaboration between the two. And this is one of the most inspired office developments I've seen in Toronto in a long time. 59 stories, 900 feet high. You're looking at 1.7 million square feet of office space directly connected to the path, obviously very close to Union. What's really unique about this development is the green roofs and the outdoor amenities and terraces, which isn't an amenity you normally see for office buildings, but it's definitely nice to see. And it takes inspiration from Bjark and Westbank's condo development that's on King Street right now. 514 units across 16 stories, and there are actually units remaining in the high 800s and going up from there. So moving south from here and going to the waterfront, we have 200 Queens Quay. This is a proposal from Lifetime and Development Corp to replace the parking garage that I'm sure you recognize at Queens Quay and Lower Simcoe. This particular development is 71 stories, rising just under 780 feet high, and it's directly across from Tridell's 10 York. It actually shares a similar shape. And the proposal is for just over 1,300 market rental units and 110 affordable rental units. All right, moving east along the waterfront, we have the Hub. This is a proposal from Oxford Properties at Bay and Harbour. It is a 57-story office tower rising 848 feet. Important to remember with office buildings, if you're looking at the feet and the stories and thinking they don't add up versus condo buildings, is that office floors are much higher than residential floors. This particular development is going to bring 1.3 million square feet of commercial space. We're going to retain the Harbour Commission building and hopefully also retain Harbour 60. Directly adjacent to the Hub, we have 11 Bay. This is a very recent proposal by Quadreal to redevelop the Harbour Castle Conference Centre into a 54-story mixed-use building. The conference facilities will be in the podium. There'll be 5 floors of it, and then there'll be office space above that. You're looking at 884 feet tall. All right, next up, and probably my favorite condo development in Toronto right now, is One Yonge by Pinnacle. It's located right at Yonge and Queens Quay. This is another project that's been anticipated for many, many years in Toronto. It's 3 towers in total, 65, 80, and 95 stories, bringing 2,800 units to market. The 95-story tower is called Sky Tower, and it's a hotel residence mix. It'll have the address 11 Yonge. First 12 stories of Sky Tower is going to be a hotel. The residences will start from the 13th floor and go up to the 95th floor. And One Yonge is currently the tallest approved and under construction building in Toronto. In Canada, we'll see how long that lasts, because development lately seems like a race to see who can be the tallest, but for now that's the case. One of my favorite features of One Yonge is the fact that it has a direct connection to the path. That path connection will also be extended to Menke's Sugar Wharf site, and Pinnacle is bringing a ton of boutique retail and shopping to the ground floor and second floor of this podium. You're looking at 160,000 square feet of retail space. In addition to the residential units, the Toronto Star building is also being redeveloped by Pinnacle. They are updating the facade and increasing the height from the current 25 stories. All in, you're looking at 1.5 million square feet of office space to this location. And directly east from One Yonge, we have Menke's Sugar Wharf site. So Menke's is currently building this. It's well under construction. There's 5 condo buildings in total, ranging from 64 to 90 stories, with over 3,400 units across all of the buildings put together. Phase 1 and 2 is mostly sold out, except for some larger units. And we're also getting some additional park space between both Sugar Wharf and One Yonge along Queens Quay. All right, so now we're moving on to Yorkville quickly here. And while it's all the way in Yorkville, so it's probably not really gonna affect the southern skyline of the city, no super tall building video compilation would be complete without Mizrahi's development at Youngbloor. So previously the plan for this was 85 stories, which would put this development at 1,012 feet, just a touch below Sky Tower's 1,025. But they're now asking to go up to 94 stories, which would bring it up to just over 1,100 feet if approved, making it the tallest tower planned in Canada. Just to give you a point of reference, the CN Tower restaurant is 1,151 feet above grade. Believe it or not, the One still has some units left. So they start at 2.6 million for a 2-bedroom that's just over 1,300 square feet, and they go all the way up to 29.9 million for the 6,100 square foot penthouse. Finally, we have 1,200 Bay at Bay and Bloor on the north side of Bloor. This is a very recent proposal with mixed use building for residential, retail, and commercial elements. The proposal calls for 87 stories, which would bring it up to 1,071 feet. That's it for now, guys. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. We're gonna be doing more of this type of content in the near future. If you want any information on any of the pre-construction projects that we featured in this video, you can reach out to me directly, jordan@precondo.ca, or you can go to our website, precondo.ca, and you can register to get all of the price lists and floor plans instantly there. And I just want to shout out Steven Velasco for helping us put together these awesome 3D renderings here. Give him a follow on Twitter @FutureModelTO, and I will catch you guys next time.